You're tuning in to Floridian Rollo. You are tuning in to Floridian Rollo. I'm your host, Floridian Rollo, coming at you with another live stream. So we have Epic. I'm going to say his name now. Epic is basically using some of my talking points. Now, his title of the video is If Everyone Was Rich, Continue. So let's see what he has to say, because this is definitely a response to me and others as well. So let's see what this Esau has to say.
Ephesians 6:9, my brothers and sisters, emphasizes that there is no partiality with God. I had to do a conclusion to the last video that I did.
Ephesians 6:9 says there's no partiality with God. Okay, let's continue. We're going to get to that. We're going to get to the scriptures after this.
If everyone were rich. Because see, what we have to understand that's very, very important, because there's so many things that I got to mention. You know, the purpose of the last video is not to emphasize that we just got to work hard. That is absolutely not the point. That's why I had to do this video. And I had to emphasize, because there's a lot of people that say, well, how could there be, how does the Bible say that there could be slavery? So, like, make no mistake about it. The Lord, our God, makes it clear that the slaves have to respect the slave master, and the slave master has to honor the slave. Because God is wise enough to know that rich and poor in our eyes is different than what's rich in his eyes. And here's what I mean by that. We think about a career in terms of how well it's going to pay us. But we don't never think about a career in terms of value. You see, people have jobs that pay well, but the jobs don't hold value. Because when you have value in your life, my brothers and sisters, you're happy. The byproduct of value is happiness. Money precedes.
Take to the what? Lead to the what? That's how Science Campbell takes talking point. Let's continue.
Needs value. Money doesn't precede poverty. So when you are doing something,
money doesn't receive poverty.
Think about what you.
Money doesn't receive poverty. How you know that? Because you've been watching over here. You've been watching over here lately about what I've been saying about the currency. We are the currency. He's going to prove that we are the currency. He's going to prove in this video we are the currency. I'm telling you, this Epic guy, man, he act like he's getting this information download for the Most High. This is all cap. However, watch.
You think about that. You're doing it for a living. So whatever it is that you're doing, my brothers and sisters, you have to be doing it because it's what you love to do. My mother could have.
Ain't that Ringo's talking point?
But she said she couldn't imagine sitting home when she knows that there's people that need help. My mother's a caseworker.
Ain't that Ringo's talking point? If you love what you do, type of thing. Oh man, you just really watching this every day. Every time we come on live, you got something to say for a little bit of a time, don't you?
She said there's people that need help. There's people that need help. So why would I just sit at home because I have money? How many of us can say that? It's okay. Like, our first job is not going to be our dream job. It's not going to be our ideal career preference.
What? You talking like you got some sense. You've been listening to us, man. Now you coming on here trying to be for the people. You trying to be hospitality content. Now you're not talking about fear? Didn't I tell y'all he was going to switch it up? Didn't I tell y'all that Epic is going to switch it up? a little bit. He don't know which side he want to play. Now he wants to play hospitality talk today. What? You wasn't talking to hospitality talk lately. Now what made you change your mind?
You have to work your way to put yourself in that position. So in life, what you're doing for a live-in, it's something that you can live in. Meaning that what you're doing for a living is your life. If you're a security guard, that's not made to make you happy. That you're on route to become your greatest version, to become the better.
Whoa, 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 whoa. 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 Epic. You using our talking points in combinations. My talking point, Ringo's talking point, and Brainwave's talking points. You trying to combine the conversation? Man, you don't even believe in the message you're talking about. Let's continue.
You, who God wants you to be. Every position has value.
What?
You got a Bugatti. Yeah, the W16 engine is impressive. Yeah, the transmission is impressive. But without the small things, the car would be no good if it didn't have good tires.
Wait. You trying to talk hospitality? You trying to talk hospitality, Epic? Or you not talking about fear today? I done told y'all he's going to talk about things we're talking about.
If it didn't have good electronic system, if it didn't have a good braking system, these are the things people don't talk about when it comes to a Bugatti. They talk about how it looks, the W16 engine. There's only certain things give you credibility when the fact of the matter is if anything's wrong with that car, it's not going to perform right. Right? What you're doing for a living, my brothers and sisters, it has to be something that you can live in. This has to be your life. If it's not your life, because nobody can never pay you what you're worth. I don't care what you're doing. Nobody can pay you what you're worth.
I don't care what you're doing. Nobody can pay you what you're worth. You're trying to say, you don't want to say what I say. We are the currency. You don't want to say it. You're going to say it. No, Forever Studios using my talking points in the combination of Ringo and Brainwaves. He's talking about currency, that we are the currency. He's going to get to it. He's going to slip and say it. He ain't going to say my name. He's watching our content. Now he wants to talk about hospitality because I talked about hospitality yesterday. Now he wants to do hospitality videos, Forever Studio. Still 90 degrees, still wearing a army fatigue jacket. Out there in the hot sun in downtown Brooklyn. Yet and still, he wants to use my talking point. I'm the one, by the Most High, who talk about we are the currency. Now you're talking about you need certain people in order to get the currency going. And it's not necessary to be successful and rich because we are rich in we are rich in currency. I broke that scripture down. By the Most High. I broke that scripture down. Ringo broke that scripture down. Brainless broke that scripture down. The elders broke the scripture down. Rufus, born again Israelite. They taught about it here and there. Yo, this dude is really trying to play double. He's a double-minded person. Now he don't want to talk about the drama and the fear stuff. Now he wants to use his moms as a person of reference. Pepic, aka Epic. What's going on with you and the ladies? Let's go.
Only God can pay you what you're worth. And that's the reason why the position would be valid. What you're doing has to be something that pleases God. You think God cared if you're an undefeated UFC fighter? Muhammad Ali said his goal was not to just be the heavyweight champion of the world. He wanted to become the heavyweight champion of the world because that people would listen.
Couple of days ago, you was talking about something wrong with Ringo, something wrong with Brainwiz, something wrong with me and Cole. Yesterday, you mentioned Ringo's name. You meant to say my name when it comes to the financial situation. Now, all of a sudden, you have a change of heart. All of a sudden, he has a change of heart, y'all. He has a change of heart order for something. How you got to change your heart order for something now? This don't make no sense. I'm telling you, these people are something else, y'all. Let's listen to Epic.
He said, so when I roll up in a Rolls Royce and say, young brother, come over here, let me talk to you. He get that respect. He get the ears. So his mission was not, and that was pleasing to God. Michael Jackson said, I seen a clip when he was in a hospital. He was talking to the people that he was there with. And he was telling them, he said, you see this? This is our job. Taking care and supporting these kids. That is our job. When I'm on stage, that's not our job. This is our job. Like my mom, she loves what she does so much that even though she gets good money to sit home and she can get more money to collect from retirement, she doesn't take that option because she'd rather do what she loves.
You're using Ringo's talking point. You're using Ringo's talking point now. Epic. Epic. You have no material now all of a sudden. I call your bluff and you fell right into the okie doke. I said, Forever Studios and everybody was in the chat. I said this guy's going to talk about me before the week is over with. He did that yesterday. He mentioned Ringo. He meant to say my name. And so now he's talking about this today. Take to the what? Lead to the what? Oh, you know now that I was right about us being the currency? Yet you're gonna go back to pushing fair contact because you know this is not your type of conversation. You're not too sure what you're talking about. However, let's continue.
Wouldn't you rather be doing what you love? But see, when you're doing what you love, it's so gratifying that you're not worried about the pay. You see, when you're doing what you love.
Wow. Wow. You really Epic? Really? You using what Ringo and I say? You're not worrying about the pay when you love what you do? Really Epic? Yet you got an issue when people support our Cash App or our Super Chat, supporting the platform? Yet you saying in retrospect, when you love what you do, you're not worrying about the money? You using the talking point of what I said, Ringo said? I'm telling y'all, man. I'm telling y'all. And people gonna be acting like, oh, they the ones who came up with it. This dude stay watching. He watching right now. Or later on. Man, I'm telling you, hypocrisy at its finest. Let's rewind this a little bit. Hypocrisy, man.
From retirement, she doesn't take that option because she'd rather do what she loves.
Now he's admitting there's no such thing as retirement, which I've been telling you guys. I don't believe in retirement because if you say retire, what you're telling the Most High, you no more use. I don't ever use that word retirement or pension. Even Ringo state what pension is. Pen, P-E-N, shin. They shin, that means they shine upon your pen. You agree to let them take whatever they want and give you whatever they want back in return when you quote unquote read Tired, meaning you're tired. You retired. That means you've been tired working for that company for so long. That's what that means. I mean, these people act like they be having the downloads of the Most High, trying to duplicate what the Most High people is talking about, and come on camera and try to fabricate and combine the words like they came up with it. Like I said before, if we wasn't on YouTube for a minute, they would have nothing to talk about. They'd be crashing out every day. They will be crashing out on YouTube Live or YouTube videos or YouTube Shorts every day. All right, let's continue.
Wouldn't you rather be doing what you love? And see, when you're doing what you love, it's so gratifying that you're not worried about the pay. You see, when you're doing what you love, the gratification is your reward.
Wow. Using Ringo's talking point again. Y'all have an issue with Ringo. Many of you have an issue with Ringo that New Breed selected. Yet and still, you know Ringo's telling the truth. Or I'm telling the truth. Or Brainwaves is telling the truth. Or whoever else is talking with some sense. You can't make this up, y'all. People, you cannot make this up. Just like I was talking about the women, a lot of you men want to guilt, shame, and always want to be right, like the late K.S. would say. They want to guilt, shame, and always want to be right. You got guys like this, man. Let's go.
You be looking at some people, and you be like, why they do this? I literally know a guy that's a plumber. And he loves to be a plumber. He loves.
You're talking about Ringo. You don't know nobody, no plumber. You're talking about Ringo. Stop lying. Ringo was a plumber. Ringo did a lot of work in the Housing Authority. Okay? So stop talking about you know somebody that's a plumber. We know Ringo to talk about being plumber, electrician, working in the sewage. Well, it's not sewage. Working in the thing. I can't remember the name to deal with the serious stuff. Y'all know what he's talking about. Ringo's talking about. I don't want to butcher it. It's not sewer because the sewage is outside with Con Edison or whoever companies in different parts of America have their own name. Okay, Ringo was doing something else. I forget the name. He probably knows of sewage work, of course. I'm just saying that's not what he talked about. Wow, this dude really trying to say he knows a plumber. No, you talking about Ringo. Stop it. Stop it. You've been watching Ringo's old videos and trying to tell your audience you know a plumber.
What you love, the gratification is your reward. You be looking at some people, and you be like, why they do this? I literally know a guy that's a plumber. And he loves to be a plumber. He loves it. He knows.
I'm not beefing with nobody. Why don't you go to their platforms and tell them why they disrespected me? They disrespected me of what I've been talking about. I have the right to talk about them and the hypocrisy because they slander me, they sneak diss me, and I have every right to defend what I talk about. If somebody was to say something about you, you're not going to defend yourself? I'm telling you, ladies, I don't go back and forth with ladies respectfully. At the same time, this ain't no beef. This is to correct this dude because I called it out. And I'm letting my audience see the hypocrisy in these double-minded guys. This is the type of content I do. When I talk about different other things, some of you know where to be found. You stay in the clouds quiet. Now when I'm talking about something, you come out and say, how's I'm beefing with somebody? This dude is trying to play what I said yesterday or the day before. I'm calling out his hypocrisy because he don't even believe in what he said. Because yesterday he said that he's not a chosen one. So this is the type of content I'm reacting to, the hypocrisy. This is what I do. I don't talk about this dude all the time. Yet he's watching what I'm doing and try to take credit from what people in the truth is talking about. These people have no way of doing things. If it wasn't for us, y'all won't have nothing to watch. Let me continue. Let's rewind back.
Gratification is your reward. You be looking at some people, and you be like, why do you do this? I literally know a guy that's a plumber. And he loves to be a plumber. He loves it. He knows the value of his position. He knows in his building, everybody wakes up and wants everything in the world. But without that water running right in that building, the only thing that people would want is water. They wouldn't want nothing else until they got water. So he knows his position. He already feels gratified. He's fulfilled. He has plenty of income because now he has a personal business. He personalizes.
Yet you go around telling people that support people's platforms that they should support people's platforms. You're going around telling the audience that you shouldn't support content creators. You shouldn't hit their cash app. You shouldn't hit their super chat. Yet we're not supposed to get paid for our services. We're not supposed to get paid for our services. You like you seen the guy, he's getting paid for his services. Ringo said he loved the job he used to do until, the situation occurred and he had to remove himself from that. So you're applying that we're supposed to do certain things to appease to certain masses when certain masses know the gratifications of doing certain things that's going against the Lord. Make up your mind. Which one is it? Because most of them, unfortunately, had to take bleep bleep to still be where they at. And I'm not knocking people. Some people I know that's in the truth took it. At the same time, like, come on now. Let's not play this game. Let's go.
This business, he took his career to a personal business. He chooses not to drive a fancy car. I sold a car to the.
So because he chose not to drive a fancy car, what you trying to say? You jealous of what Ringo has? You jealous of what Ringo has? You jealous of what any other man decides to purchase? If they want to get a new car, 2024 car, and that's what they choose, what is your business? You have I'm starting to believe you haven't support nobody. You haven't support none of these people you're talking about, these imaginary people you're talking about. And even if it's not imaginary, why don't you get him on camera to confirm what you're saying? You don't have no receipts. You're just talking out of thin air like many of you do. This is crazy, man. No receipts, just talking.
Owner of Citizens Watch. And I was shocked because I would have thought this man would have wanted a Ferrari, something expensive, exciting. He wanted the PT Cruiser because he said it reminded him of his childhood. And I learned a lot about this guy. It took me a week to sell him a car, and I learned a lot. He lives his life very, very basic. Likes to go to IHOP.
So you talking about your car salesman? Was you the one in my chat? You telling on yourself, Epic? Epic, was you that troll in the chat? Trying to sell me a car. Let's rewind that. Did you hear that, Forever Studio? He's telling on himself. And this is my first time listening to the video. He's telling on himself. He was probably that dude in the chat that was acting like he was from California. Epic, man, you telling on yourself, man. Wow. Wow. I'm glad I got this video.
And I was shocked because I would have thought this man would have wanted a Ferrari, something expensive, exciting. He wanted the PT Cruiser because he said it reminded him of his childhood.
Hey, make sure that y'all hear this because Forever Studio, I believe you was there. when you remember a certain dude was in the chat talking about, I could sell you a Honda, I could sell you this, I could sell you that. Brainwaves was there. This is the guy that did it. Epic. Epic. The Most High showed me that you tried to do a decoy in my chat. It was you the whole entire time. So now we know what type of work you do. You work for the dealership here and there. You on call. You're not full-time. You kind of part-time. You like the dude they need on standby. Let's rewind. Listen to this again because he's telling on himself. Now I know you was the one that was a troll in the chat using the troll account. You done messed up, man.
Career to a personal business. He chooses not to drive a fancy car. You know, I sold a car to the owner of Citizens Watch.
You sold a car to the owner of Citizens Watch. So you was trying to get my personal information so you could send it to New Breed, right? What type of income I got coming in? Tell me if I'm overreacting, y'all. Tell me if I'm overreacting. This is a wrap. You telling on yourself. Man, I don't care if you take the video down. I got the video. The people that's watching could clarify it. So if you take it down, that makes you even look more guilty. Epic. 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 Oh, Epic. You thought that you could use me to get my information? You think I'm desperate? So you sold it to this entity, whoever you want it to be? Yet you was in my comment section not too long ago, maybe a week or so ago. You are the dealership. It makes sense now. It makes sense now. You know I'm on your behind. And so what you're doing is you're using some imaginary person. You're really telling on yourself. You was in my comment section. In my comment section, trying to sell me a car, trying to get my email, personal information, so you could go back to Newgrass. We know you're on the payroll, Brainwaves. When you get rid of this video, you are correct. Epic is on New Breed's payroll because he's in New York. I'm in New York, whatever the case may be. So he ricocheted to California to throw people off. New Breed. Dude. Your time is not looking good. The people that you hiring on YouTube pay them pennies on the dollar. You forgot I'm the top observer of all time. You forgot I'm the top observer of all time. Your peoples ain't looking good. I'm not dealing with the ladies. I'm dealing with you dudes. And if you try to send ladies to derail me, I know they're coming from you. Now, they ain't trying to come in my chat. You know why? Because they know I can see right through them. It is what it is. Let's deal with Epic telling on himself, trying to line me up with this car situation. Let's continue. Let's rewind. I ain't crazy. People telling me not to respond. If I don't respond and call out these entities and demons, I'm doing what the Lord telling me to do. And let me just say this correctly. If you have an issue of me responding to what's going on, I'm not telling you to watch. I don't force people to watch. So it is what it is. Because the Lord is dealing with my battles, yet he told me to come on and call this SOB out. Okay? Because he's disrespecting what I said from the Most High perspective and trying to, act like he guilt tripping. He guilty too. Let's go.
He's fulfilled. He has plenty of income because now he has a personal business. He personalized his business. He took his career to a personal business. He chooses not to drive a fancy car. You know, I sold a car to the owner of Citizens Watch. And I was shocked.
He was shocked that he sold a car to the owner of Citizens Watch. Listen here. I don't know who owner of Citizens Watch. We will look into that. Just remind me, Forever Studio. My point is this. I'm not dealing with you entities. I know of you entities because y'all been trying to get me to do corn for a long time. This is before I started getting some recognition on the internet. Let me turn the camera over to me. Back in 2005, they've been trying to get me to do corn. They wanted me to be the Black Hugh Hefner back in 2005. And that's the time I was working in Wall Street. True story. 2008. And that time of 2006, 2008, I knew of Michael Bazin. Y'all remember Michael Bazin? He used to have a radio show in Chicago back in the days. So he had Prolifical of Ladies. And I was a guy that's when I started meeting people that's in the fraternity. I met people in the fraternity. I got photos of ladies that's in the fraternity. Okay? I knew people of the industry. Y'all seen my receipts. I don't talk about it. I be about it. So they had a day in the DMV, and we was at the Hilton Hotel in Virginia, Arlington, Virginia at that. And at that time, Hilton, you know, Hilton Hotel is very money. So I brought a friend, you know, who I thought was a friend. Come to find out he was also trying to convey me into the corn industry in New York City because he had ties to certain people in certain avenues, so to say. So be as it's may, he was talking to a chick in Virginia. So we got a room, boom. I had my side. He had, you know, like certain hotels, they got doors. You have the front of when you go in, and then there's a door for yourself, a private room, that type of thing. So I took the private room, locked my door, do what I do. You know what I'm saying? Now the thing is, he's on the other side. So when he told me he was going to have the chick, I said, okay, I'm going to stay with one of the chicks that had her birthday event. You know what I'm saying? So I was there. I got photos. I got receipts. I could put it up in due time. I put it up on Instagram because they mostly on my Facebook. The point is, I'm saying is that they've been trying to get me for a minute. So old boy over here was trying to get me to go to California. That's some Hollywood deal to get into the corn industry. Matter of fact, there was 2 chicks that used to watch my platform that was in the corn industry. Yeah, this is when I had my Wait the Hell Up 7 channel. Okay? I was supposed to be the Black Hugh Hefner of the corn industry. I'm not capping. Ain't no woman's complain about me that used to be with me. That's all I'm gonna say. When I say pause to the fellas, don't let this belly fool you. The women that dealt with me know what time it is. I ain't capping. I ain't gonna hold y'all. That's all I gotta say. And so this guy's telling y'all in code that he was the one that in the chat they're trying to recruit me still. You're not gonna recruit me. I deal with the Most High. I don't want your money. I don't want your women. And I'm not dealing with y'all. However, I'm gonna call you out on who you are. And that includes you, D Dowell, because you're the older conspirator to get Newbury and all these affiliates to go against me, Ringo, Newbury, and whoever else we deal with. All right, without further ado, let's continue.
I would have thought like this man would have wanted like a Ferrari, something expensive, exotic. He wanted the PT Cruiser because he said it reminded him of his childhood. And I learned a lot about this guy. It took me a week to sell him a car, and I learned a lot. He lives his life very, very basic.
Wasn't he not at my platform last week, Forever Studio? Was it the troll, which is him, in my chat last week? Let me know, Forever Studio. Wasn't it last week? I believe it was last week. I have to look at my videos. I believe it was last week. So he sold a car to somebody last week. Yeah, he was in my channel trying to sell me a car last week. Wow! I'm telling you, all praises to the Most High for exposing this dude. Oh man, epic. So now, let me turn the camera over to me. Now I truly believe that New Breed's trying to recruit me back through Epic, through certain women. Because when I was over by Brainwiz, Farrah was trying to be nice to me. And I found that very odd because Farrah was going in on me in Brainwiz chat 2 weeks ago, just about 2 weeks ago. Why was you trying to be nice to me, Farrah? So them entities is trying to get me back and get calls with them because now they running out of money. And so it's Epic. Remember what I told y'all. When Radio Shack did me wrong, I told my friend Ethan I was supposed to go to Vegas to do business with somebody. Right? And Radio Shack didn't want to pay me. I gave them back their cell phone. I couldn't go to Las Vegas to do the business. The Most High heard my plea, and I went on my live stream on Wake the Hell Up 7 back in the days. I say Radio Shack will shut down within 2 months. All Radio Shack closed. I'm not somebody to play with when it comes to this economics. And a lot of things I say is coming to fruition. They losing money. D-Dawa is losing money. And I called it out on Straightway losing money. And I told Rufus it's going to happen. Everything you've seen is playing out. Everything the Lord has told me to say, my hands are clean. My hands are clean. If I don't do the Most High's will, when that judgment come, he gonna deal with me of not saying it. Now this dude's trying, they know I'm the currency. I'm the one who told black YouTubers to get together back in 2016. People looked at me crazy. Now what you're seeing, all these so-called black YouTubers get together. The problem is it's too many Esau's around us. He knew I was the plug. He knew I was the plug in Charlotte because even though I haven't been to North Carolina in a long time, I just know how to navigate. New Breed doesn't know how to navigate. He don't have no more navigation people on his team. He don't have production on his team. Just like Rufus was the navigator to Straightway. Rufus was the navigator to Straightway to the point P. Dowell admittedly got jealous and admitted on his platform that Georgia was the #1 spot. He admitted that on his platform, P. Dowell. He said Georgia was the spot. Why? Because Rufus know how to navigate. Pastor Rufus. Pastor Rufus and I know how to navigate. We are great navigators. Ringo and Brainwiz is great production. They know how to navigate. They know how to get the people in tune to what's going on. They know how to get people watching for a certain amount of time. Everybody's playing a role of hospitality. We know how to navigate the situation. Me and Rufus. Ringo and Brainwiz know how to navigate, yet they know how to get the people. They're good with their production, music, producing. Everybody's playing a role. Get this person out of here. Get this troll out of here. That might be Epic's people. Get that troll out of here. Let's continue.
To go simple cars, likes to go to the driving range, like to walk through Van Calden Park. Simple lifestyle. And I got friends that ain't got shit that got to do so much more than this man just said to me. They want to do the most. They want the house with the drop top ceiling on it. They need, 5, women in the house serving cocktails. They need Bugattis. They need yachts. And they need all of this stuff.
They need 5 women. They need yachts. They need Bugattis. They need all this stuff. Listen here. Why are you worrying about what I'm about to get, demon? If it was ordained for me to get a Bugatti, 5 women, that's because I'm going to make sure everybody good. It's not only for me. You think if I'm going to be rich, that I'm not going to put my people on? Do you know what the Most High ain't going to tolerate that disrespect? See, a lot of you don't get it. It's not meant for everybody to be rich. At the same time, you're supposed to take care of the people that were there for you. You put them on. That's what I have done. What have you done, Epic? You double-minded. You jealous. You jealous because you're looking at your situation and you're trying to compare notes to me. Listen here, man. You're following the wrong people. You're following the wrong payroll. That's your decision, not my decision. I'm out of that situation. All praise to the Lord. I'm not looking back. Man, you just telling on yourself even more. Let's go.
Even with mind blowing, they need all of this stuff in the name of God because they're spiritual people, but they don't believe in God until they get this stuff. Until they fulfill their personal dream.
I still believe in the Most High. It's ordained for me to be a millionaire. It was testified by Danini and it was testified by Ringo. 2 people, 2 witnesses. I know I'm supposed to be successful because of the things I have done for the people, by the people. I have been places that millionaires and billionaires been to, and I don't even bother them. I just went there, learned some things, which I already knew. So what you're trying to say, the Most High is going to give me those things. I'm not asking for it. I'm not forcing it. What are you talking about? I done lost everything, and I'm still doing the work of the Most High. You lying, disrespect, SOB. Let me turn the camera over. Hold on 1 second. This dude lying. Do y'all see me? Y'all see me like this, right? I haven't had a haircut in 3 months. I'm keeping it real. I keep it real with my audience. I don't have money coming in like that like I used to, and I'm still doing what I'm supposed to do. What are you talking about? I don't look rich, yet I'm rich in spirit, and I'm also rich by how I do things. Because people testify, they say, Rollo, man, you put me on, bro. You put me on how to make money. You sacrificed what you did for your brothers and sisters. I got people looking forward to seeing me. What are you talking about? I'm just tired of this fake stuff, man, this fake provider, man. You try to sell me a vehicle. And because I turned you down because I knew it was somebody of New Breed's camp, now you're telling on yourself. The Most High told me you was going to tell on yourself. And even though I haven't got a haircut, even though I ain't got certain things going on, but when people see me out in the street, they like, man, this dude looks successful. He on point. I want to talk to him. How many people y'all really help? Nobody. Y'all talk about building this, building that. Yeah, you ain't got nobody on your team that's doing good. You know what rich people do? They put people on, they give them the opportunity to become successful. Now he's going to flip it into something else. We're going to get to that in a second. Hold on, let's continue. It's coming. Because I didn't listen to this. I listened towards, I would say, the 9 minute 30 seconds to the 11:58. I'm listening to this now. Yeah, I was listening to the 9 minute 30 seconds to the 11:58 when I was watching this. All right. Now we're listening to the whole thing together. Let's go.
That's why I said the Lord until they fulfill their first personal dreams. A lot of people don't even believe in God. A lot of people think God don't love them because they're not the musician they wanted to be, because they're not the actor that they wanted to be, because
they're not the musician they don't want to be. They're not the actor they want to be. Ringo talks about music. I talk about acting. Listen, y'all. I was on MTV back in the days, right? I was on MTV. Okay, now listen, y'all. I was on MTV in 2004. Do you know MTV? You're supposed to be, at that time, to 20 years old. It was 13 to 20 years. If I'm not mistaken, MTV was 13 to 20 years old. Yeah, 13 to 20 years old. I was 24. I didn't look 24. I went to another thing. I forget the name of it. I've been on the Maury Show back in the days, and I also been in few movies. People seen me in. Walking By. I was a walk-in in a few movies. I was supposed to do a movie with a few YouTubers before the incident happened. And then the incident happened, we didn't, go through it. I covered the Brooklyn Nets independently. People have seen me sit courtside. I've been on Brooklyn Nets camera a few times. I could show you receipts. You could go look at the Brazil game. You could look at a few games. You'll see me there. If I had my other channel, for those who know, I had the Sports on the 2 known as the Rollo Show. Y'all seen the receipts. Y'all seen me when I had my All Way to Hell the 7th channel that I terminated. I didn't save the videos. There's probably some footages out there. When I was with, one of the Destiny Child's ladies in my apartment. Come on now. Let's continue.
They're not the boxer, entertainer, whoever it is that you thought you wanted to be, because you haven't accepted your true purpose yet. Because the things
I know who I am. I know who I am, and I know what I'm doing. Do you know what you're doing? You living off of what we're talking about and try to combine to make yourself be something you're not. I don't have to do that, man. I could be regular right now and pull and be suited and booted and pull more. I don't have to force people to be around me. That's what you don't know, Epic. You, Newbury, and all you other folks, you got to force people to do something for you. I don't have to force anything from people to do for me. They do it naturally. They do it naturally for Ringo and Brainwiz, and that's what you're jealous about. We don't have to force people to do anything they don't want to do. Let's go.
You want to be for the wrong reasons. We supposed to be putting God first. It's like we be worried about how the world is going to perceive us, like how famous we could be. But the most famous person is the person that is favored by God.
Did you see what he just admit? What he just said? What he just said? That's Ringo's talking point. Yeah, you're going to call Ringo a liar. That's Ringo's talking point. See how I can acknowledge who's talking about who's talking about what? Even I know that. Yet Ringo said it first on YouTube. Let's rewind. Listen to what he said. I'm telling you, man, this is getting crazy. They got to tell the truth, mix them with their double-minded self.
You thought you wanted to be, because you haven't accepted your true purpose yet. Because the things you want to be for the wrong reasons. We supposed to be putting God first. It's like we be worried about how the world is going to perceive us, like how famous we could be. But the most famous person is the person that is favored by God. You'd rather God like what you're doing than all 7 billion people on the planet like what you're doing.
Wow. Wow, you hear this, Forever Studio? You see what I'm getting with this? Man, I'm telling you, man, they is jealous that the Most High favor us. The Most High favor us. And the people respect what we do. We're not looking for, you don't see me looking for validation. Let me ask my audience, do I look for validation? I want my audience to tell me, because he's going around, New Breed, D Dowell, going around saying we're looking for validation. Do I look for validation? If I was looking for validation, listen, I'm going to tell you this right now, because I don't sugarcoat it with nobody. I could make a call right now and say, hey, look, I need $5,000 to get to Florida right now. I could get the $5,000 right now. I'm not playing. The people want me back in Florida right now. The people want me back in Florida right now. You think I'm kidding? You think I'm kidding? All I have to say is, look, you want me back in Florida? Give me $5,000. I need this for the car right now. Yeah, they know what I've been through already. They know what I've been through already. And I'm saying no because they need that. They need that. They did enough for me as it is by making sure I was getting Florida from time to time. I don't want them to do that. But if I make a couple of calls, I'll be in Florida tomorrow. No lie. I could be in Florida tomorrow. I said to the Most High, I got to do it the right way. I believe in the Most High so much, I'm not calling those people for that. I call them for other reasons. I call them for other reasons. I don't look for validation. They're looking for validation. Hold on one second. They're looking for validation. They're looking for validation. I'm not looking for validation. All right, let's continue, man. Fellas and ladies.
Because it don't matter what you're doing. That's why rich to God, like, you know, the rich people, for the most part, are like the children of the earth. Because without the rich people, the world is still going to function. But without the poor people, the world can't function. So where's the value at? And God already knows this. That's why he's like, you're poor, but...
Oh, my goodness. Look, both will, if it's no rich people, right? Because what he's saying is, if there's no rich people, the world will function. Then why did the Most High say that be fruitful and multiply? Why did the Most High gave Abraham riches? The God of our father Abraham, the God of our father Isaac, the God of our father Jacob. Why did he give them riches? Why did Solomon, who asked for wisdom, was the richest man of all time? The Most High gave that to him. He gave David. The Most High said, if we do right by him, we will be over the Gentiles, over the nations. They will be working for us. We will be providing services for them. We will be the head, not the tail. So both works. See, what you're not saying to your audience is the money. You put the money over God is the root of all evil. God made gold and silver. What are you talking about? In these currencies we see today. Did not the Bible say money answereth all things? You're trying to make it seem like if we become successful, we're going to be evil. When you're not calling out the people that are successful the whole entire time by selling their soul for seasonable riches. Man, I'm telling you, man, I can't with these people. However, this is the part we get to. Let's continue.
But you're rich. You guys' perception of rich is having what you want. But I know that the proper definition of rich from a divine heavenly perspective is you have an abundance of everything that you actually need. Not everything that you want. But here,
Oh my goodness. I mean, this guy is really trying to revamp. It's not what you want, it's what you need, right? It's not what you need, it's what you want. Yeah, that's true what he's saying. At the same time, you're going to get what you need as long as your wants is taken care of. Once your wants is taken care of, your needs is going to be desired for a lot more things. A man is not one-dimensional thinker. You think God's one-dimensional thinker? I got to ask the audience this question. Is God one-dimensional thinker? How could it be possible if God is one-dimensional thinker? Look how many things he created. He's not one-dimensional thinker. He created good. He created evil. He created all things. It always has to be a balance. If there was no balance, nobody would do anything. I'm going to say it again. If there was no balance, let me turn the camera over. If there was no balance, nobody would do anything. It's always balance. He's trying to flip it into something else. That's why I'm calling him out, his hypocrisy. It's always balance. What's good for the good is good for the ganger, right? Both play their roles, and that's how the world moves. The Most High created things we don't even know about that's coming on this earth right now. I can't with these people, man. They just don't get it. Let's continue.
here on earth, we believe that we got to have everything that we want. And we don't focus on the things that it is that we need. So, with that being said, my brothers and sisters, you know that many are called, few are chosen. If you're called, you are.
Many are called, few are chosen. Hi, chosen ones. You had a hard day at work, you're chosen. Your woman don't call you, you chosen. A woman don't want to be with you, you chosen. Hi, chosen ones. Can you hear me? Hi, chosen ones. I've been chosen for so long. Nobody want to call me. Everybody reject me. I'm not getting no money. I must be a chosen one. People jealous of me. I must be a chosen one. They always got to use that witchcraft talk. Let's go.
You are chosen. It just depends on how you choose. And that does not exclude what you choose to do for a living. Because this that you choose to do, you're going to live in. You spend most of your time at work. But when you're doing something you love, it's not work.
That's Ringo's talking point. I'm telling you, man. Y'all hear this? You hear this now? Yo, epic. You trying to combination your words of me, Ringo, and Brainwaves and others. Let's rewind it back a little bit so he tell on himself again.
That does not exclude what you choose to do for a living. Because this that you choose to do, you're going to live in. You spend most of your time at work. But when you're doing something you love, it's not work.
What? Say to the what? Lead to the what? 75% of the time, I'd say folks be at work. 10% do this, 10% do that, 5% work with God. Let's continue.
It's your you are passionate about.
What? What? Take to the what? Lead to the what? Yo, Hassan, man. Good talking point. Let's go.
There is no money that can stop you from doing what you love. That's the reason.
Wow. Wow. There's no money to stop you from doing what you love. Oh my goodness. He's using my talking point. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh my goodness. We got to rewind this again. Pure Butterfly said, know what I said earlier. And Forever Studio said he's supposed to be the new teacher now. Sit down. I know, right? Let's rewind back a little bit. Hold on.
Work. It's your passion. When you're doing something you love, you won't be leaving when you're scheduled to leave. You'll be staying extra hours until it gets done right because you are committed, you are passionate about it. There is no money that can stop you from doing what you love. That's the reason why Mayweather is 50-0. He had enough money at 30-0 to just stop and enjoy the rest of his life and not risk any brain injuries or sacrifice any more time away from his family. But he couldn't because he's doing what he loves. There's a lot of people right now that's doing what they love. But there's too many people that are doing that's doing things for just a living. And when you're doing,
you see how he's trying to play both sides? You see he's trying to play both sides. Now he's trying to make sense of, that's why the entity had to snap back in him because he almost had a pause break. He didn't know what to say. He got caught up in his tracks. This is too much for him to deal with. Let's rewind back a little bit. Watch him get caught up in what he has to figure out what he has to say. Let's go.
There's a lot of people right now that's doing what they love. But there's too many people that are doing that's doing things for just a living. And when you're doing things for just a living, you are selling out because you're surrendering your purpose for a couple of dollars.
Man, I'm telling you.
And I know I'm realistic. We have kids, we have family, we have things like that. So we make the sacrifice to do something we hate to make everybody else happy or to provide for them. But you gotta break away from this, my brothers and sisters. There's gotta be an exit strategy. You can't fully commit your time, your life force to just a 9-to-5 job.
Wow! 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 Yo! He disrespecting the people at the 9-to-5. You picked up the 9-to-5 people a few days ago. Wow! Yo, you hypocrite. You hypocrite. Oh, man. I know you're going to try to take the video down. You can't take it down. It's too late. I got the clip already. You don't mind. You might as well keep it up. Don't take it down now. Let's go back a little bit. Yeah, you got the nerve to disrespect YouTubers? You got the nerve to disrespect YouTubers? Oh, you trying to get monetized now? Epic? Epic. Epic. You're trying to get monetized. You realizing that there's some opportunities. You've been listening to Pastor Dow, looking at the numbers carefully on YouTube. Let's rewind. Let's listen.
We have family, we have things like that. So we make the sacrifice to do something we hate to make everybody else happy or to provide for them.
Wow. Wow. Man. Epic saying ain't so. You got issues with the company. Take to the what? Lead to the what? You got issues working at that car dealership? Saying ain't so, Epic. Saying ain't so.
But you gotta break away from this, my brothers and sisters. There's got to be an exit strategy. You can't fully commit your time, your life force to just a 9-to-5 job. Everybody got to play their part. There are people that lived in buildings that got big houses. People that got big houses that go from that to living in a building, from a condo to a penthouse, from a so we all go through different cycles in life. It's a journey.
Oh my goodness. Y'all support the stream, y'all. If you can, support the stream. Hit the like button for real. Hit the like button. Let's get the likes up, man. We on longer than I expected. That's good. That's well and good. Wow. I gotta rewind that again, y'all. Oh my goodness, man. I love doing content like this. I love doing it. I love when they tell on themselves, man. I love when they tell on themselves.
From this, my brothers and sisters, there's got to be an exit strategy. You can't fully commit your time, your life force to just a 9-to-5 job. Everybody got to play their part. There are people that lived in buildings that got big houses. People that got big houses that go from that to living in a building, from a condo to a penthouse, from a so we all go through different cycles in life. It's a journey. So what I suggest, my brothers and sisters, is that you enjoy the ride. And the only way you can enjoy the ride is by doing things that you love, that you are passionate about. That's going to create value. You can make millions of dollars and still be not happy. There's millionaires that take their life. Don't ever think that your existence here on earth is minuscule. That's why God tells you you're poor, but you are rich. Don't get it confused. You are rich because this world is poor without you. But you are poor without you. Doing what it is that you love to do. That's poor. When you're doing things that you have no love for.
The book of Exodus says it's a commandment. None among you shall live poor. Epic. Do you read the Old Testament? The Old Testament say none among you shall live poor. You know what that means, right? You're supposed to help the people in need and make sure they're good and that they have their families taken care of. It's a lot of rich people and there's a lot of people in need. You know why certain places is being judged? You know why certain states is being judged? Because they taken from the people. Something you don't know about. Epic. Do you know that when they take from the people, that's judgment? None among you shall live poor, Epic. That means you have to make sure the people good, or there's going to be an infight. Ain't that what's going on in America, particularly in the northern states for the most part? Where you at in New York? Where I'm at currently in New York? Let's go.
No love is poor. A person can have $1 million but be poor because he has no love.
I agree with that. But you trying to say that if I become a millionaire, that I'm going to be miserable. No, I'm not going to be miserable. Do I look miserable, y'all? Do I look miserable? Because he's trying to say if I become a millionaire, I'm going to be miserable. Did you know I already made in sports betting $500,000? and I lost the place in Jamaica. I had a big house in Orchard Rios. Did you guys know that? I'm telling you right now, I already know what it's like to make six figures. I won a sports betting of $500,000 and I invested in a big house in Jamaica. Ringo could seen it. Even New Breed saw it. Other people saw my house. I had a house in Jamaica and I had it run by two ladies that I did my research on from a person that knew the two ladies. And they didn't take care of the house. They didn't pay the realtor. And I had to turn the house back in and pay the person. Somebody else took over the house. So miss me with that. I did for the people. I put people in that house in Jamaica, but they wasn't doing right by me, the two ladies. I didn't put my main lady in there because we already had something going on in Montego Bay we was working on. And I told her this. She know that. In due time, she'll tell you that. Oh, for people say, oh, Rollo ain't had no house in no Orchard Rios. Okay, sure. When my main lady come on in due time, she'll tell you, she'll confirm. Say she a liar. Say she a liar. So miss me with that. I ain't no miserable person. I seen big money. Epic. Let's go.
I'd rather have a small house with love than a large house with hate.
Jealousy right there. I would rather have a small house with love than a large house with hate. I'm telling you, they know I'm going to get that. They know I'm going to get that. They know I'm going to get that because I put people in the homes in Florida. Listen, I got 2 homes in Florida. I put people in there through PassSplit. Rollo, why would you do that? Because I'm making sure the people get their opportunity. Just like when PassSplit gave me an opportunity. The guy that put me onto PassSplit, you know, we don't talk no more. And he done did some grimy things with other people. I'm going to leave that at that. Yet and still, I thank him for putting me on. So what do I do to return the favor? Once I got these 2 homes, I put it in PassSplit. I don't even touch that money. I make sure the people that's doing the gardening, you know, fixing anything, any leakage, any roof problems, anything with the house, that money goes to that. I don't even touch that money because if I touched that money, I would have been back to Florida right now. I wouldn't have to go to New York. So I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, being a servitude. Shout out to Pastor Rufus. That's what he was doing in Georgia. Brainwiz is doing that too. You know what I'm saying? I know he's doing that. He's putting people on. He look at what I'm saying. He do his research. He's probably looking into homes right now as we speak and put people into PassSplit and get them some income coming in out there in Georgia or whatever the case may be. Let's continue, y'all. I'm tired of these people talking about you gonna be miserable. I ain't miserable now. Do I look miserable now? Do I look like I'm losing my effing mind? No, I do what I'm supposed to do for the people. And those whom much is given, much is required. Ain't that in the Bible, Epic? To whom much is given, much is required. I don't sit my lazy behind and just be on camera all day and talking this truth. I do other things. I do things for free for people. I don't even ask them for money. As long as they're respectful, they're not being disrespectful, then I'll do the work for them. If they do being disrespectful, I say, hey, look, find somebody else. You're not going to be disrespectful. I'm not asking no money from you. I'm doing this from the love because I know the Most High going to take care of me. But if you're going to disrespect me, then I'm walking away. And I have done that before. And they, oh, I'm sorry. I say, you know, you got to work on them entities. I can't come back and deal with you if you're going to disrespect me. I'm not asking you for no money. I'm doing this because I love doing the work. Community work. Yeah, you're going to disrespect me? Now I walk away. You ain't going to have somebody else that's going to tolerate your mouth. All right, let's continue. Let's rewind back because the show is almost over. Let's rewind back. I'm gonna let this play out.
People that are doing, that's doing things for just a living. And when you're doing things for just a living, you are selling out because you're surrendering your purpose for a couple of dollars. And I know I'm realistic. We have kids, we have family, we have things like that. So we make the sacrifice to do something we hate to make everybody else happy or to provide for them. But you gotta break away from this, my brothers and sisters. There's gotta be an exit strategy. You can't fully commit your time, your life force to just a 9-to-5 job. Everybody gotta play their part. There are people that lived in buildings that got big houses. People that got big houses that go from that to living in a building, from a condo to a penthouse, so we all go through different cycles in life. It's a journey. So what I suggest, my brothers and sisters, is that you enjoy the ride. And the only way you can enjoy the ride is by doing things that you love, that you are passionate about. That's going to create value. You can make millions of dollars and still be not happy. There's millionaires that take their life. Don't ever think that your existence here on earth is minuscule. That's why God tells you you're poor, but you are rich. Don't get it confused. You are rich because this world is poor without you. But you are poor without you. Doing what it is that you love to do. That's poor. When you're doing things that you have no love for. No love is poor. A person can have $1 million but be poor because he has no love. I'd rather have a small house with love than a large house with hate. God bless my brothers.
Now he did that weird blow kiss. He did that weird blow kiss. Did y'all see that? Did y'all see he did that weird blow kiss to the audience? Weird, weird, weird. So you disrespecting Ringo because he has a large house. You disrespecting me because I have 2 houses. You disrespecting Brainwaves because he put people into homes to make sure they do what they need to do to provide for their family. So you disrespecting us 3, right? So we somewhat successful and you disrespecting us. Ringo is right about one thing. Ringo is right about one thing. I want you to listen to this. When y'all go watch Ringo's video, he said when Rollo be a millionaire, there's a lot of people that's going to try to come in his life. They're not going to come in through the door. He's right. The Most High spoke to him. He spoke to him in that video. Same thing with the Nene. I'm telling y'all, man, listen, I already seen $500,000 in the sports betting. I forgive those ladies in Jamaica. I learned my mistake. I took a lot of huge losses. I didn't commit, letting myself go. Right there and at that time, I could have did that. And it did not even come in the thought of my mind. So you disrespectful SOB, yes, I will be a millionaire. Because I'm doing it for the people. I have helped people. And when you help people without you thinking about it, before you know it, you will be successful. Because the Most High see you put the people before yourself. I have done that. Me and my lady had to talk about it. She said, you helped so many people. We had that conversation last night on the WhatsApp. We had that conversation last night on the WhatsApp. Or early during the day too. She said, Rollo, you help so many people. Sometimes you don't even help yourself. And I love what Brainwave say. He said you got to keep certain things to yourself. At the same time, I love to make sure the people's good. That's what a person's supposed to do. That's why I know in due time I will be successful. because I don't make this about me. This channel is about you guys, the people that don't have a voice, to come on my platform to have a conversation. You don't see Pepper doing that. New Grease only accepting people that's going to kiss his behind. I had a guy on my platform yesterday. We don't agree on everything, yet we was talking as men. And that's how it's supposed to be. We don't have to agree on everything, but we talking as men. And let the Most High see fit. That's what it's supposed to be about. And that guy I had on the platform, he may know somebody big that it could change my life. You never know who you come across. You always treat the people with respect, hospitality. Even if you don't agree with certain things they're talking about. He's seen certain things I didn't see. I seen certain things he didn't see. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how the Lord made it to be. And so, Epic, you have a problem with me becoming a millionaire. Newbury definitely have a problem with me becoming a millionaire. And you have a problem with Ringo having a big house in North Carolina. Shame on you. You're talking about you would rather have a small house. You lying SOB. Hey, Brainwiz. He was the one who was trying to sell me a car. Forever Studio could confirm it. In that video, Brainwiz, he talked about he saw a car last week. You remember you made that call to that company? Brainwiz, Epic say he's in the car dealership. It was him. It was him. Because he said he sold it to some CEO. Yep. He sell, what was the name of the CEO Forever Studio? What was the name of the CEO Forever Studio? What was the name of the CEO he sold it to? Some big time CEO he knows. They was trying to get my personal information. Remember when Newbury tried to get my personal information on his Universal Entertainment platform? Hold on. On his Universal Entertainment. Okay, hold on. Let me get out of that. Yes, Citizens. Something with Citizens. Citizens CEO. He sold a regular Honda car. I don't know. Oh, a Mustang. Was it a Mustang? He saw a Mustang. Remember, he was trying to sell me a Mustang in my live stream? He was trying to say he don't got luxury cars. He was talking about luxury cars too. It was him, Brainwiz. Yep. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. So the title of the video, Brainwiz, you could download it. If everyone was rich, continue. If everyone was rich, continue. You hear the whole thing, you hear it yourself. You can rewind the beginning of this live stream, or you can listen to it on your own time, and you will get the confirmation. He talked about you and Cole. He talked about Ringo and Cole. Yeah, he was talking about me a little bit more in particular, because I talked about hospitality. Man, I tell you, man. So, Epic Mindset, recent video. Epic Mindset, recent video. Yeah, Epic Mindset. And the video is called If Everyone Was Rich, Continue. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I didn't put his whole name. That's why I put Epic. I put Epic for a reason. I ain't put his whole channel name. He's watching. Let me see. Forever Studio, I said I was going to do something, right? What was I going to talk about? I don't forgot what I was going to talk about. It's so much going through my mind. 1 second, y'all. Hold on 1 second. I'm doing something. Hold on, y'all. I don't forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, so they have an issue of what Ringo said, that I would be a millionaire and I'm not going to deal with no fake people. When I become a millionaire, I don't want to deal with no fake people. I'm doing it right now and I'm not even a millionaire. I'm doing it right now. I'm not even a millionaire yet. Let me see something. Trying to look for a scripture. Oh yeah, that's why I'm going to go to the scripture. There we go. I got it right now. Hold on 1 second. Deuteronomy chapter 15, verse 4. Save when there shall be no poor among you, for the Lord shall greatly bless thee in the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee for an inheritance to possess. Wow. Wow. So that's what that's the law, statutes, and commandments. Save when there shall be no poor among you, for the Lord shall greatly bless thee in the land which the Lord God giveth thee for an inheritance to possess. So if that's the law, statutes, and commandments, what he's talking about. Because it's supposed to be poor and rich. That doesn't mean that you poor and broke. Both plays a role. Everybody plays a role. But if you don't take care of the poor, you will be judged for that. And what's happening is in New York, in Chicago, California, Nevada, all the northern states in particular, it's not take care of the people that is running certain things on this earth. Even our father David, that goes for our father David, Abraham, Isaac. Let's get the scripture that Abraham had to take care of his. Wait a minute. So let me ask you this question. Let me turn the camera over to me. I'm not playing no games. I'm not playing no games with none of you. Yeah, I got the email. I'm not playing no games with none of you. I have no respect of persons, as the Bible say. So you mean to tell me, to whom much is given, much is required. So if a lot of things is coming to me, I'm not supposed to take care of those in time of need? You don't think the Most High going to judge you for that? Do you know what that scripture means? That even King David, Abraham, Isaac had to take care of their flock? They had a military. When Abraham went to certain places, he had a military. Lot had a lot of people to take care of. To whom much is given, much is required. Just because you're successful doesn't mean that you leave people astray. This is not a game. Economics 101, this is not a game. That went for Solomon too. It don't matter who you are. When the Most High give you more, he expect you to do more for the people. Because he put certain people in your life for a reason. You can't be lazy at this. I'm tired of you over religious folks, man. Oh, I live in a small house. Dude, if you get a woman in New York City that's living in a nice place, Epic, you will be going, jumping from that small house of yours, that shed, in that hotel, wherever you staying at, and you will be living in that goddamn loft. You hypocrite. I'm tired of you hypocrite dudes, man. Oh, I'll do for people too. But the Most High is not going to let me sit in no regular place, because how do people going to respect you if you're in a regular place but you got all this knowledge? You have to be at a certain position, just like Joseph. Joseph took care of Egypt and his brothers, even though they betrayed him. They repented, though. They repented. That's the key. Because if you go to the book of Apocrypha and the book of Enoch, it's an extension of the Bible. And it tells you that they repented to their brother Joseph. They were sorry for what they did. And they know that the Most High dealt with them treacherously. Y'all don't read the book, though. I'm just so tired of y'all. Y'all don't know nothing about business. You don't know nothing about sacrifice. And you have a lot of these content creators, man. I'm telling you, man, they coming up in here, both, and some of these smaller content creators coming in here talking about this and that and the third. But you just sold a vehicle to an important business person, and you bragging. Man, I tell you. Hey, look, I'm going to get on out of here. My phone needs to be charged. If you send something to the Cash App, I'll shout you out in the next video, because I am using my phone to talk to y'all. So if I did not get no Cash App, thank y'all for liking the video, sharing the video. I'm going to get on out of here. I know Ringo may come on tonight. Brainwiz may come back on later on if he ain't busy. I'll see y'all over there. I'm just going to do some cleaning. I got some cleaning to do. I got some things to do. You know, this so-called weekend, this Abba Day weekend, you know, they're going to be out there showing off. I'm not going to none of these places. So I got some things I have to do on the weekend before the Abba, a.k.a. Labor Day. You know, I would love to be in Florida. You know that. At the same time, it is what it is. That time will come. Y'all take it easy out there, and peace.